For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Cincinnati's offense takes the field. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Power football with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Illegal block of the back. Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Wants to throw. It's Sorsby coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Just couldn't find an open man. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you still have more chances to get this first down.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Looking for a crease. It's sharp. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Hunter. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no.
He's got it at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the red zone, it's Johnson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bearcats. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Arizona right back to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get the sack just like that.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Rumble. The 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Hunter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want...
And it's caught inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Jones. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Wildcats will have a first down.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it. It's Johnson. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And that's an Arizona field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Plows through the defense. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He rifles one deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just 1 bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 7 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
And back to the air on second down. He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Anderson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Line gets set, 1st down. Unloads quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
And this one splits the uprights. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Turns it loose deep. Snags it on the right. He's loose. The tag. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Arizona has it in the red zone. Looking to throw it again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Trying to get to it. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him. And
going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Justin, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game, baby.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Feeling some heat. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires one high and deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And it's been a battle of wills between these 2 teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Jones. Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Holds it in on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to move it through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ball State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Muncie for some time. They're up 14 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A first down for the offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake back. I mean, the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. The pirouette on the line. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Anderson. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Sharp. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give to the back. At the 45, on its way. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. To the ground with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lets it fly on the move. And it's caught inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Now, this slant route you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, gets his hands up, and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. Good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Wildcats will hustle to the line.
It's a lot to ask at this point. You need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions at minimum to win this football game, so we got to go.
Fires toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
At the 40, there he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll line up to go for 2.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You
got a lot of running room. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays, and heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the gap.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 9 to Utah. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Trying to find his man on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're bringing heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He's going up top here late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.